Yeah, Scott, this league's too tough to keep winning like you were, obviously, so it was going to have to end somewhere, but it just felt like you're playing catch-up most of the game tonight. How do you sort of sum it up?
Yeah, I mean, you have to give them credit. They obviously were the most aggressive team throughout the entire game, and we were a step behind and just not quite sharp in a lot of areas. And our defense bled points in areas that we are constantly talking about. So, give them credit on that end. But as I told our guys, super proud of them. Big congratulations to them on that little streak that they went on. And I know a lot of people like to brush it off and say stuff about that streak, or we didn't play anyone, or whatever the thing is. But ultimately, kudos to those guys. They left us dead and gone 6 weeks ago, and for them to have the wherewithal and the resilience to just keep working and do what we do. And we'll just go back to doing that again. We'll double down on the stuff that we do well, and we'll see how the next I don't know what's left, 4 weeks left, and we'll fight to the very end of what transpires, and it's all good by me. We don't like losing, but ultimately good things have to come to an end at some point, and we'll just start over again.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's the biggest streak anyone's been on all season. A lot of the numbers stand out. I mean, the biggest one, obviously, in that 8-game winning streak, you've been giving up 81 points a game, you give up 105, and that's where the game is won and lost, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously, an area that, we pride ourselves on that side of the floor. I think up until this game, we were the #1 defensive team in the league, and that was with X amount of games without Magnay out there, too. So, again, like I said, we're proud of the group and what they've done over that span, and to correct a lot of things that we were going through and dealing with, which was great. And obviously, they shoot 33 foul shots and we shoot 6, and that's really the game right there.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that as well, because there are a few things that you've brought up in the last few games, even though you've been winning, was foul discipline, and I mean, you look at that number, 33 to 6 foul shots is incredible, but also rebounding, and their offensive rebounding was key, and your turnovers as well. They were able to take advantage of your turnovers as well.
Yeah, I mean, the areas that we've been discussing are those areas that you just mentioned, and I don't know what you saw from your side, Chris. Maybe you can tell me, I don't know, 33 to 6, you tell me what you saw.
I saw that one team got a lot more calls than the other, and there wasn't necessarily a lot of difference at either end of the floor.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes, yes. There were positives. I mean, Ian Hummer, that was his best performance, and Nick Stoddard scored his first NBL points there at the end too. Yeah,
Nick's actually been fantastic the last, probably 4 weeks or so, and just really been great in practice and done a lot of really good things in his position he's in, and it was good to have him out there and get a bucket for himself, and good to get some more minutes under Hummer and finding his way. And again, we're going to need him down this stretch to be even more productive in some areas. And I have to trust him more to put him on the floor there. But I thought he at least got some burn and got up and down the floor there, which was good for us.
You've done a great job of covering for Will the last few games, but it felt like maybe they were the first team that was able to exploit their size advantage with Hunter and Herbie inside. Did you kind of feel like that was a bit of a problem as this game unfolded?
Well, I think the biggest problem was really Walton. We couldn't get him, leveled off anywhere, and his aggressiveness to get downhill and into the paint and just cause problems creates a whole nother issue. And so I think he was really, to me, the head of the snake there for them, and his pace he was playing at was putting a tremendous amount of pressure on us to keep the ball in front of us.
Just to you, Clint, what are your thoughts after that?
Yeah, I guess just on the back of that, they moved the ball really well out of the pick and roll situations, putting us in closeout situations where they were getting looks from 3, but they were driving it straight back into our paint, and that's where we got to be nails and put a fire out in that instance. But yeah, our TOs and the points they got from them, yeah, it's tough to win a game when you turn it over that much. But like I said, they made good decisions out of their pick and roll, and they moved the ball well.
They also try to play at a really fast pace. Their game just has so many more possessions than most other teams play at. Is that difficult to come up against, or from your point of view, Clint, what is it about them that you struggle with at the moment?
I mean, they got a lot of weapons, and that's part of their game is the pace in which they play. And we just said we had trouble leveling Walton off, and he was making good decisions. He was finding Hurt and Hunter rolling down that middle off their drag screens, and sometimes we bit in, and they'd throw it out to the 3 ball, and they'd hit that. So I think Lewis hit 3 of them, and they're just backbreakers, especially when they can get O boards as well, and then they shoot another 3 ball. And we're able to, I guess, rein back some momentum in that second quarter, but we just couldn't do it after that. Just purely turnovers and them making really good plays.
In the bigger picture, though, I mean, you've still won 8 of your last 9 games now, and you've got a hectic schedule coming up, but you've put yourselves in a really good position now to tackle this last month.
Absolutely, we're right in the mix. I mean, you go on a streak, you lose one, you don't necessarily go back to the beginning. We just keep rolling through with how we're going. Obviously, not a lot of practice moving forward here, and a lot of our prep is going to be through video. But one loss after 8 wins, it doesn't hold the momentum too much. We just got to keep rolling through. We're going to be confident in what we have out there on the floor, confident in our system. Just one game, we got to respond in 2 days' time and go again.
Yeah, Scott, very short turnaround. You have a recovery day tomorrow, and then you welcome in the Hawks, who they're still sitting top, but now they're going to come in pretty hungry because they've lost their last couple as well. So that's another big game.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are going to be. It doesn't matter really, again, who you're playing at this point, but they're all going to be, games that are going to be pivotal in some fashion or form. And I think for us, as we've done in the past, we just don't overreact to too much. And I don't know what's going to transpire. We could lose 9 in a row. We could win 9 in a row again. We could win 5 in a row or 3 in a row. Or it doesn't really matter to us, other than the fact that we just go back to work and double down on stuff we do and stay consistent across the board. And we have a few more home games, which will be good, and we have some road games that are going to be tough, and nothing's going to be given to you, and that's the way it should be.
That's all from me. Thanks very much, guys.